After 12 years of dreaming since I was a kid, after 2 years of owning the actual car since 2023, and after a year and a half of it being in the shop, the Datsun is finally almost done. This is the 1980 280zx Fair Lady Datsun build that took me $50,000 and half of my life to accomplish. Okay, so a few things while driving. I'm taking a really good look at this battery right here, just in case it gets cooked, because it needs to be at 14. That's a problem right now. We have to fix the alternator or some shit. The battery's not getting charged or whatever, I don't know. Right here, I'm looking here because my phone is here and I'm looking at what the camera's recording. That's what I'm doing there. And then I do have another mount that should go there, but I don't have that yet. The reason why I make this video is not to be like, oh, look at my cool car. Well, like kind of, it's like, oh, look at this cool car, because I'm proud of what we've accomplished here. All thanks to God above, alhamdulillah. But it's more so to show that you can do whatever you want. You know, like if I can do it, you can do it. And for people who are also interested or are currently doing the same thing with this car or a different car, I wanted to go through everything I did in the past 2 years to make this happen. The costs, what I bought, what I did wrong, what I wish I would have done, every mistake that I made on the way to finally getting this car to 90% done. But before we go into that, check out this fucking sick reel though. So, like I said before, this is a 1980 280zx Datsun. It looked completely different when I bought it, and I like to say that now it is much prettier and much closer to what I want it to be, and like, you know, what I deem as perfect. Obviously, of course, if you're a car guy, even if you're not, you'll see a bunch of stuff in this car and you'll be like, hey, that's done. I know, it's not done, so shut the fuck up. But everything so far that we've accomplished, I'm incredibly proud of. There's so much that went into this car that you would not believe. Now, of course, as with like every build, this is what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted it to look like. This is my dream since I was 12, blah, blah, blah. I'm not gonna sit here and explain myself why I did this, why I did this. No, I just thought it looked fucking sick. That's why we did it. If I do say so myself, I think it does look pretty fucking sick. So I think we did a pretty good job with this. But let's go into what I did, when, how much it cost, all the biggest expenses that went into building this car. Okay, so let's go into the cost of this car. Number one thing that you need to understand is like, you could spend less, you could spend more, but no matter what, you are going to spend a lot of money. Whatever your project car is, if it's like this, if it's a fucking Miata, if it's an MR2, whatever it may be, just know that you need deep pockets or you need to be grinding. Like for the past 4 years, I've done nothing but work. I haven't done anything to afford this and a few other stuff in my life. $12,500 is what I spent in 2023. I actually had to take a loan out from my mom and dad when I did this initially because I didn't have that much money. And I think I overpaid by, I would say like 20%. You definitely could get similar now or even back then for like $10,000, I think. But there's just whatever, I was young. I don't know what the reason was. I was like, I really wanted it, why not? And obviously I don't regret it because look at it. And one thing I did really smart, and everyone should do, I have a Notion page. Every single time this car cost me a penny, I put it into this Notion. I was like, okay, we just spent this on this and this on that and whatever. The second biggest expense that we had was the Rocket Bunny wide body kit. So of course, this does not look like this, you know, naturally. We have these flares in the front, we have the front lip, we have the big bumper that gives it a big fat ass, and then we have the same on the opposite side as well. I bought this for $5,000, I believe a year and a half ago. I got very lucky, thank God, that they had one in stock in California, because if you don't, you have to buy it directly from Japan, and that'll add a lot more money now, especially because of the tariffs that Trump is doing and whatever. It would have added back then maybe like $800 of shipping, but now you have to pay the shipping and whatever bullshit tariff. So I'm very fortunate that I bought it back then and not now. Third, like actual, maybe even bigger expense that we had was the labor. Find yourself a Palestinian, find yourself a Polish guy. They are cracked when it comes to anything with vehicles, cars, motor vehicles, anything that has a motor on it, they can fix it. So I have a really good friend, his name is Adrian. Shout out Adrian. Explain our friend group.
Adrian, explain our friend group.
He did all of the work on this car to the point where I literally gave him equity. I was like, you can have 2% of this car, bro. It is yours. If without you, I can't do shit with cars. So labor to do paint, to fix the engine, to, you know, if something fell off of the back, the interior, installing the seats, cost me $16,000, including rust on the bottom. There was so much shit wrong with this car that had I taken it to like someone who I didn't trust, or someone who was trying to like actually hoe me out of money, or to like, you know, conventional shop, whatever it may be, I think I low-key would have paid double. I would have probably paid closer to like $30, $40, $50,000 just on like stuff being done to the car, let alone buying the car or the stuff that you have to put on it. So shout out to your local Polish or Palestinian best friend. They're fucking cracked and they will do it for you at a much better rate, and it'll end up looking amazing anyways. Doing this inside, installing the seats, or if the heat broke, or if the AC broke, or this windshield at one piece broke, we still have to install that. And the paint, everything, $16,000, which again, fair rate. So right now we're about at like, I don't know, $30,000, something like that. I remember about a year and a half ago, we had to completely replace the front and rear suspension. That was $3,300. And the paint itself, like I mentioned before, shout out Adrian, that was $3,000. And then we had to do coilovers, that was $1,600. The wheels that we bought, plus the rims, $1,500. The ECU that we had to install, $1,300. Chairs that we bought, these are Sparco chairs. They're actually really comfortable, bucket seats, and you could feel the bucket. It's really hard to get out of these seats, which is good and bad for me, because I have an old man back. And that was $1,000. When I went to originally buy it, I sent Lemon Squad there first. I think to this car or a different one, because I'm pretty sure 2 years ago I looked at like 3 or 4, 6 or 7 different cars, like cooked beyond belief, like should I not buy this car? They'll send you a quick list of like what's wrong with the car. So I'm pretty sure I spent like $700 on 2 other cars. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna buy these 2, because that's a part of it. Saying no is a really big part of it, because if I bought those other 2, I think I would have been cooked. And I ended up, this was like the 3rd or 4th car that I saw. That's the one that I ended up buying. And then bullshit like title and registration, $610. To paint the actual wheels, this like golden copper color, $500. A crank sensor, $400. Undercarriage, blah, blah, a bunch of other random stuff like LEDs, engine parts, steering wheel, alternator, cost a couple $100 in total. And that got our grand total for this entire build in the past nearly 3 years we've had it, and 12 years I've been planning to buy it, $50,520.87. And it was worth every fucking penny, bro. Look at it. MashaAllah. All thanks to God, you know? How doable is this with like a part-time job or even a full-time job if you're a college student? One thing that I would say, I bought this when I was like 23. That was 2023. And I had a full-time job, I think, but it was still like spotty. I wasn't making a shit ton of money. I would say you need to have saved up double whatever you pay for whatever the car is in just random bullshit repairs. So if you want to buy like a bust-down Miata for like $7,000, you need to have at least 15K saved up, 14K saved up, just because it just can't be your daily driver. Even now I'm scared because there's a couple things we need to fix, which we'll go over later, and you just can't drive it every day. And if you don't already have, you know, like a bust down Toyota or a broken down Sentra or whatever, it's like not feasible for your project car to be your daily car because of all these random expenses that come up when fixing it. I didn't even drive it for the first time in a year until 2 days ago. So I didn't even see the car. I was living in UAE at the time, and like all thanks to God above, I could afford the part-time payments, but even then it was like getting hit with a rent bill. Every month he was like, we did a little bit more this month. I need like 3K for labor and parts. Actually, no, mostly for parts. I paid like for labor, of course, separately. And then another month he'd be like, yo, we didn't do too much. It was like small cosmetic stuff. This month, 2K. The one month we did the wide body kit, it was like 7K because I had to buy the wide body kit for 5K as well. It adds up very quickly. 16K is a lot of money. And especially when it comes to labor, and then you have to buy the car, then you have to buy the wide body kit, then you have to paint it, and then you have to buy the ECU, and then alternator brakes, and then your floorboard brakes because it's rusted, and you have to fix the rust. It just adds up. The insurance I pay on this car is from Haggerty. It's one of those like older car insurances. It's like $220 a month. On the off season where I don't drive it because I do garage it in the winter, then I just cancel the insurance and you don't need to pay that. Then you can just rerun it. Like right now, I just turned it back on, $220 for like this month, and then I'm gonna turn it back off when I garage it next month, and then, you know, in the spring, I'm just gonna turn it right back on. Let's kind of go over what the next things that I wanna do to this car is. So, as you can see here, I've made my own list of stuff that we need to fix on this car. It's like, hey, that's my wife. Oh, that's not my wife. Is it? She's turning in. Oh, that is my wife. Yay! So a few things that we need to do is that there's a couple holes around the car on the body. This is from like when we took out here, as you can see, there's 3 holes, and we put the rear view mirror over here at the end. We had to just cover up these holes. There's a few of these from like the wide body kit installation and blah, 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 all around the car. We need to do that. Number 2, small stuff like right here. As you can see, there's this little black part right here. It's just not, you know, like we had to take it off or break it or whatever, so we have to install that. In the back, it's a bit dirty, as I'll show, and we need to just get more like stuff to fill it, like rubber parts. I need to put spacers to basically just bring this wheel a little bit out, but the danger with that is that the more I bring it out, the closer it gets to the wide body, because this is a thick bitch. So the more I bring it out, the more dangerous it is there. So we have to see how much we want to space this car as well. November 2025, we're gonna fix every single thing about this car, and we're gonna get it like show ready. Like I want to have it be able to enter shows. If there's progress that can be made on something, whether it's a skill or an experience or a project, progress needs to be made.
I'm like, nigga, I was born to shoot.